Hey guys, Starshot here to welcome you back to another Let's Play of Legend of Heroes. We last left off finishing up a bunch of different side quests, including the one where we investigated the missing candelabrum and what happened to it. And after we've recovered it, and find out that the Phantom Thief B was the one who left all the clues and got away, we are now off to complete all of our other side quests we have left. We still have the Find the Prototype quest where we have to pick up a gun that was supposedly dropped when he was attacked by a monster. Make him leave, which is a more interesting quest since it involves negotiating with someone to leave an establishment of their own will. And then of course a normal monster extermination quest. So let's go ahead and get those started. So the plan so far, I do want to try and finish those three, turn them all in, do a last minute check on any equipment or ordnance to do, and then finally continue on with the main quest. But of course, let's go ahead and check on this treasure chest here. Oh cool, a Death Blow 2. That's an ornament that can do that can potentially kill a creature with certainty but breaks afterwards. And reduce to searching entry chests. That's really sad. Sadly, I guess for some reason I thought I remember these chest quotes being a bit funnier than they were before, but it is nice hearing the perspective of what a chest would say. So, but for one of the quests we have to do, the searching that monster we have to take care of is actually over in the Saffrol Tower, but I'll plan on taking care of the Make Him Leave quest first down here at Erledin, and then we can do the other one on the way back. So, but for this side quest, the important thing is to get the right answers. Because if you do get the right answers, then you'll earn much more BP for it than if you got the wrong answers. And I'll go ahead and show you that once I get to it. I don't hear anything. Damn it, what's going on? Is the Royal Army really going to just roll over for some bigwig? What are they doing? By the looks of them, I would say they're just ordinary travelers. However what? I have to wonder why there isn't a single guard. Now that you mention it, maybe something big is going on. That I do not know, but I think we should ask a guard when we find one. Sounds good to me. So, has His Grace changed his mind? He is not the sort to do so once he has decided on something. In light of that, I believe he'll be staying here. I see. Then we'll have to wait for the bracers to arrive before we can do anything more. I'm afraid so. If that's all then, I shall take my leave. Wish us luck. Huh? I think I know that guy. Oh, it's you. You're bracers, aren't you? Thank Adios you're here. The name's Chief Warrant Officer Han. It's nice to meet you. I'm Estelle, bracer in training. And I'm Joshua, also in training. The bulletin board said that a traveler was causing trouble. Yes, I'm afraid so. We do have an unsavory character, and dealing with him is proving most difficult. Do you think you might be able to help us out? I would like to say no, but we should probably get this over and done with, fairly soon, so let's just go with yes then. Sure, why not? Thank you, you'll be doing us a big favor. Okay, let me fill you in on the details. there's been little progress to speak of. So, what's with those guys over there? They're the victims of this current little issue. The traveler in question is currently in the dining hall. In the dining hall? Yes, we're hoping that food will persuade him. For the sake of the others here. Persuade him? Okay, just who is this troublesome traveler? Well, to be honest... Hey! You're in charge here, right? You have to do something. Are you just going to let this kind of bullying go unchallenged? The Royal Army is supposed to be on the side of the citizens, right? If so, then do something about this. Now, hold on, all of you. Calm down, please. I'm sick of being calm. I understand, just please, take a step back. Joshua, are you okay? I'm fine. For now, I want you two to check on the dining hall. Okay, we will. Come on, let's go. Alright. Yeah, sadly, this negotiation would be too easy if we had Joshua here to help us out. So, sadly, Estelle is on her own. And our great, the grace, that we have to deal with is, of course, here. But, sir, if you reserve all the rooms and the dining hall, what will I tell the other guests? Why can't you see where I'm coming from? Your Grace, I feel I must agree with him. Perhaps we should return to Ruin as originally planned. Quiet, Philip. I like it here. Particularly since it has such a lovely view of Erletton's waterfall. But, sir... it had to be you, didn't it? You're that self-centered Duke guy from before. Well, well, if it isn't the bracers. You're late. We've been waiting for you. Don't tell me. That's your troublesome traveler. Do you see anyone else here? We sorta do, actually. Fine. It's no wonder we recognize the guy who was talking to the chief warrant officer. The Duke there says he intends to stay here. He insists he has to rent all the rooms as well as the dining hall. He really is as selfish gets, isn't he? Oh dear. He is a troublesome fellow. Royalty or not, what does he expect us to do? Make everyone else go camping? And that's where you come in, hopefully. Can you do something to help? Ideally convince him to go back to Ruin, or give him a little nudge over the falls? You want me to do it? Isn't tactical negotiation part of your job? We're just soldiers, you know. We train with guns and swords, and negotiating with a sword can be somewhat messy. And what makes you think I'm any different? I'm good at hitting stuff, not talking. They usually teach that stuff to someone with a knack for it. Joshua's the guy with the silver tongue, not me. But Estelle, we can't just stand by while this is going on. Please, even if you can't convince him with words, there's always your staff. Grumble. Okay, okay. I hate this kind of stuff. Well, I have faith in you at least. Let me give it to you straight. You can have all the faith in the world, but I don't. So don't get your hopes up. I'm sure you'll do fine. Well, thanks for that. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, I remember you. Hey, fancy seeing you here. Where you go, trouble follows, huh? Who are you talking to, Philip? Okay, gotta start this off right. I figured, pretty much if, to get the most out of this quest, you have to be courteous and pretty much appeal to his, to the stereotypical aristocrat greetings and manners, if you're familiar. So, greetings, your grace. I'm here to collect you. Collect me? I don't recall ordering someone to do so. And where did you travel from? The mayor's estate. He asked me to come here. As far as I've learned, either choice is fine. You don't have to worry which one you choose, actually. But I figured I would go with the mayor because, you know, nobility and all that. Ah, I see. That is quite admirable of him. But I have no desire to return to Ruin on this evening. I've already decided to stay here at Erletten. Okay, double or nothing. Gotta change his mind, but make him feel like it's his idea. At this junky old place? You really intend to stay at this junky old place? I mean, look around. I don't think this place deserves the business of the next king. You declare things I already know to be true. I never believed this place to be worthy of my presence. It is, however, occasionally interesting to live as the common folk do. Briefly. Well, I get that. But I don't think they even have a high-class chef here. Not to mention, I'll bet it's not even very sanitary. Grrr. You think so? Yes, now that you bring it to my attention, the place does look a bit on the filthy side. I suppose I simply can't stay at such a place. And now for the sales pitch. Your Grace, by your foot! Huh? What about my foot? There's a huge cockroach! Eek! Philip! Yes, sir. Where's the roach? Where is it? Hurry! Hurry up and kill it! Surely, sir, you can expect no better from the common peasantry. Well, I'd wager they even have monsters infesting the... Eek! Enough, Philip. We're leaving. Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. Thank you so much. Think nothing of it. And all because of one magic word. Cockroach. Classic. And she had the guts to say that to his face. Ha! Yeah, I needed a good laugh. Really, that's a relief. I've been worried that he might have to get rough with him. But from what Kleins has told me, everything seems to have worked out. Speaking ill of my establishment certainly seemed to do the trick, didn't it? Sorry about that. I didn't see any other way to get him other than to tell a little white lie or two. Still, it was unexpected. I didn't know you had it in you to be that sneaky. Ha! You never know what I'm capable of when the situation calls for it. To be honest, I just tried to channel Joshua. Ha! It certainly seemed like that to me. Yeah, and if not, I'd never have been able to lie with a straight face like that. Ha ha ha! Well, lies come in all shades. You did it to help others, so I'm sure that Adios will forgive you for it. Yes, we graciously appreciate it. May you be equally as determined in your future duties. Yep, take care. Well then, if you'll excuse us. And we got that all taken care of, but before we go, we'll go ahead and pick up some items here from this guy and see what new recipes we can learn. Oh, it looks like we already know vegetable sandwiches, so we don't need to pick any of those up. But I will stay the night just to recover, so that we'll be ready for the monster we have to take care of. Since it is a lot cheaper to just rest than it is to buy food. But yeah, I guess when it comes to resting at an inn and and all that, it is definitely handy to have at least a way to fully recover. It's always annoying, I find, in some games when you don't always have that option, or it's not as easy to come by sometimes. But here we are running into the next stage. As far as I know, I don't think there's any quests here at Shafirl Tower, from what I've read. But it might be a good idea to explore it. You know, see what's in there, see any treasure chests. And this is the monster we'll be dealing with. I haven't looked him up yet, but we have a fairly good variety of orbment abilities and some good equipment. Since we have 2 healers, the stone and fire and wind. So we should be pretty covered in case of, in whatever elements we have to deal with for this guy. So let's go ahead and take him on. Okay, so we got 5 of them. And an atypical crustacean monster surrounded by a force field can call palms for backup. And it looks like it is at least somewhat weak to the elements. So we'll go ahead and make use of those. And try and hit as many as possible. They didn't really say what it does, so I'll hope for the most part maybe aiming for about here will catch most of them. Hopefully they don't move around too much, but I think just in case I'll move it back 1. So about right here should be good. But yeah, so, of course, I guess for most big games like this, there aren't too many problems with ways to heal. And I'll go ahead and do another target with the helmet crab with fire. You know, like for the most part, when it comes to healing items, it is always a mixed bag, isn't it? Of kind of what you'll be able to use or do with. Oh, that actually did quite a bit of damage. You know, like in this game, for example, buying healing, like there are plenty of healing items and ways to heal, but buying healing items is very expensive, so you can't always get as much as you need compared to creating, you know, your own healing items through the recipes. Oh wow, that did quite a bit to them, huh? We only have that last one left, and then these palms who are using some arts. I guess I do need to check. I thought I remember reading somewhere about them reflecting physical attacks, but I'll go ahead and see what the case is. Okay, yeah, so that force field they do have makes it so that they pretty much can't be hurt by regular attacks. So we need to rely on our arts to take care of things. At least against the crabs. Well, that's slightly dangerous. A high-level water attack, which just froze both of our characters. Isn't that wonderful? Well, let's go ahead and see if I can revive our friends here so that they're not stuck in that anymore. Let's see. Cures KO, Blind, Strength, CP, Confuse, Speed, Poison, Defense, Poison, Freeze. Oh, here we go, Freeze. We only have 1 item, so we'll go ahead and give it to Estelle here, since she's, you know, the lowest right now. So thankfully we got that taken care of. So we'll go ahead and take care of the helmet crab now, since we have the chance. And I'll go ahead and attack this annoying little palm here so he's out of the way. So yeah, the palms aren't too bad, but as you can see, they're really annoying with their arts. Oh good, our friend Chloe here is free from her binding. Apparently if I were to do that, I'm not sure it's gonna work. And using CP attacks, since they're physical, isn't really gonna help either. So I'm probably better off just using an item to cure her for now. I'll just go ahead and use these apple ice cream since we have plenty of it right now. And then take care of a firebolt here and a stone hammer, and hopefully that should take care of things. So not too bad of a battle. Kind of annoying though with the palms and the freezing and all that. So we got that. And we also found that gun we were looking for too. So that should pretty much finish everything up. All we have to do now is hand this to our friend at the Joan Arms and Guards shop, and we'll have everything ready to turn in. But yeah, so I know so all the different healing items, it's very nice to have. Like Dark Souls, I think does a fairly good job at kind of balancing between challenge and giving you options to heal. Of course, I felt like Dark Souls 2, maybe not as kind of standard as you would like. And then of course in Demon Souls you pretty much relied on eating grass to try and heal yourself up most of the time, which was kind of annoying. And then of course in the Mario games you just have the power-ups that's their way of healing. Let's see, oh yeah, we need to go across the bridge here. So it's definitely good to have many options for healing, especially in games where you know you're gonna be not always able to have healing items. So let's go ahead and turn this in. Oh, okay. Wait, this is the Orban shop, isn't it? So sorry, wrong place. So where's the arms shop then? Oh, here we go. Just talk to them here, and that should... never mind. It's not the clerk, but maybe this guy up here. I came here from Zeus to do market research into orbital-powered firearms. The Aryan Causeway is crawling with some extremely aggressive monsters. And along the way, I lost an extremely important prototype model while fleeing from some of them. Oh, I saw the bulletin board. So what you lost is this orbital gun thingy. Yes, that's correct. If you should find it, I beg of you. Hey, do you think... is this the prototype gun? Whoa! How did you get your hands on this? A monster near the Sapphiril Tower had it. They probably wanted it for the septum mechanism. In Adios's name, thank you so much! Oh, I don't have the words. I could give you each a huge hug and a kiss. Ack, I'm okay. As am I. No, but thank you. Even the manly girl with pigtails turned me down. Is the prototype really that important? Most certainly. It's being actively worked on at the Zeus Central Lab. It's not ready for public sale and distribution yet. Wow, it must be really effective then. Are you interested in weaponry? Ha, I guess that's a stupid question. As bracers, of course, you'd be interested in them. Well then, let me give you this quartz as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure it should come in handy. Oh cool, an attack 2 quartz. I'm sorry, but we can't accept something this nice. Oh please, it's the least I can do. And of course the guild will pay you for your time and effort as well. And Mira, I hope. Certainly, you needn't worry. Right from the Central Lab's coffers to your wallets. I just meant it instead of hugs and kisses. It's quite alright. You should simply accept your reward at times like these. Again, thank you for what you've done today. I'm sure you'll hear from me again should anything else come up. Well, let's go ahead and turn all that in and see what we can get from all the quests and BP we just accumulated from doing all this stuff. Lighthouse monsters, maintenance delivery, the secrets of the old map, escort job, candelabrum theft, Warehouse key. Find the prototype. Make him leave. Gulls Seaway monster. Adrian road monster. Crone pass attacked. And we've ranked up to Junior Bracer 4th class. And got the Strike Quartz as a perk. Nice. So we just got a whole bunch of Mira, and have completed all the current side quests we can complete right now. So let's take a look at the newest quartz we just picked up. Or, let's see about... Yeah, since we just got attack 2. Okay, there's a Seal Quartz, which can seal enemy crafts with 10% success. And then the Strike Quartz, which gives you 10% chance to critically strike an enemy. That's pretty useful. So 10% increase in attack. And then these two that kind of, increase things. So we'll do that, and since we have some more fire options now, we'll go ahead and learn Napalm Breath, apparently, along with Flare Arrow. I'll go with the Strike for now. I wonder if I want to keep the info or not. Well, it looks like there's really nothing else to learn with what we currently have equipped. Or actually, it's probably because of which side we have on. We still need to unlock these 2 slots if we want to have any other fire options as well. But if I recall, I think we're still short on Seep. I think we need about like 4 more wind before we can unlock the next slot for Joshua here. Yeah, or apparently 8 wind right now. So, but I think we should be alright for now. But that's definitely something that maybe you guys will want to do some questing for. But I'll just continue on and check out the equipment shop, see if there's anything new before I head off to continue on with the main quest, since we got all that taken care of. Let's see. Okay, so we have a saber we can pick up for Chloe, which is fine since we got plenty of Mira right now. And nothing else really for anything else I can see, other than just all the different accessories we have here. So yeah, a lot of them don't really seem to be doing anything, at least from the description. Oh, okay, so we have prevent death blows, prevents confusion, prevent faint, prevent mute. So plenty of different options. Some of them can be fairly useful. I'll pick up at least a few here and here. Like the surviving death blows sounds pretty good, along with fainting. And, oh, of course, confusion at least. I'll pick up 1 of each for now, and that should be good. And we should have pretty much everything else for now, so I'll go ahead and get started by heading out to the Genius Royal Academy so we can start the next major quest for the game. But yeah, so I definitely, that's kind of like, I guess the trend for healing atoms has always been around in one form or another. And, I guess for the most part, I can't think of too many bad examples of implementing healing options. Of course, when I actually, some time ago, played through Gauntlet Legends, which, was pretty fun. But one of the main things I noticed about that, and apparently we're dealing with baby gourd boars, who are running around in a circle and look like watermelons. And they use charge attack learned from their parents. Well, let's just go ahead and do regular attacks. I don't think there's any need to use arts to take care of them, even though they're pretty weak to it. But yeah, so in Gauntlet Legends there were quite a few different healing options, and you definitely needed some health after a while against some enemies. But for the most part, you didn't really need them through a lot of the different battles. It was only on boss battles you need plenty of health. And okay, so it looks like these birds are actually pretty good for for getting wind seeps, which is nice having that info. The quartz we have equipped, which gives us all this info when we need it. Looks like he's a bit more harder to kill. So I'll go ahead and do an arts and see what that does to him. Yeah, okay, so this guy's a bit harder to kill than some of the other things we've gone up against.
That's that, let's move out!
But I'll go ahead and take care of one more bird, and that way I can unlock that quartz thing we had. And I'll go ahead and check out this napalm breath, which looks pretty powerful, and see what that does. Oh wow, that demonic talent was pretty bad. Let's go ahead and do a heal here. Actually, with how much our friend Chloe here has, I'll probably just use that. Okay, so not too impressive, but it did some decent damage at least. But yeah, just attacking should be fine.
That's that, let's move out!
Okay, well, we just got enough now, so let me just quickly head on back to the Orbman shop here to unlock Joshua's slot, so we can get some extra options, and then we'll finally get to the academy and get at least the festival quest started. But yeah, in Gauntlet Legends, the healing wasn't really as paramount because of, especially in the later levels, with how much health you had, and of course because of how easily you could grind for stats. You know, you just keep killing a boss, getting all the gold it gives you, and you were pretty much able to max yourself out pretty quickly. That it became, you know, health wasn't really that big of a problem anymore. And let me just do a quick check on any orbments we may have missed out on, just in case. Okay, yeah, some of them are mostly just ones we haven't picked up because we didn't have enough for it. So, but we'll just save that for later for now and go ahead and go for the opening slot thing. So now that we got one more slot open for Joshua here, we can give him a new orbment. But it can only be a time quartz though. And it looks like the only one we have open right now is cast. So let's go ahead and give that to him. Which sadly doesn't really do much for him in this case. So I wonder if it'd be better to give him something else instead. It doesn't look like it for the most part, so I'll just keep that for now and move on. But yeah, and I guess, you know, so the question always remains is kind of how important it is the healing items can be, since, you know, in Gauntlet Legends, after a while, you didn't really need them in the game or in the stage. You just need it for the boss battles if you ever had any trouble or you were getting low. But yeah, I guess for the most part, healing items themselves are, you know, vary in usage depending on the difficulty of the battle or kind of what issues you have. Why is there two paths here? Oh, okay, it's kind of two different paths, but they lead to the same area. Oh, and here's another monster we can fight, a flying moth with moth flyers. And of course their only difficulty to hit, and this one can call for backup and has petrifying scales. Let's see. But yeah, these are weaker to attack, so let's go ahead and make use of that. Now I'll go ahead and do the petrifying. But yeah, so at least that's kind of my point on healing items and such, and how nice it is to have the healing items here in Legend of Heroes compared to other games, and how important cooking is compared to other games as well. Okay, so those gave plenty of wind, so I'll definitely need to remember those guys for later if I want to unlock the last one for Joshua here, since I think the next one will require 120 seeps for each element. But here it is, Genus Royal Academy. Wow! So this is the Royal Academy. I like it here. It seems so nice and relaxing. Perfect type of environment for studying, I'd say. Haha, well, everyone's in class at the moment. It'll get pretty noisy if you just wait around a little while. We're having the campus festival soon. Ah, so I guess people are busy preparing for it. Correct. I want to introduce you to the head of the student council, but she's in class. So I'll take you to the dean's office first. Why there? To meet Dean Collins. He's in charge of the whole academy. His office is on the first floor of the main building to the right. Got it. Well, let's go meet the dean then. And so, for next time, we'll go ahead and meet up with the dean and get started on preparing for the Cultural Festival at Genus Royal Academy. Until then, have fun gaming.